Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. I know it's been a while. There's been a lot of stuff that happened. I got very sick, but now I'm back with a very important warning to all crypto holders. So the first of all, right, I want to talk about Bitcoin, but there's also more stuff that I want to talk about rather than just Bitcoin. But if we focus on Bitcoin for the moment, and by the way, stay until the end of this video, because this warning, if you haven't heard about it already, if you have any crypto on Ledger, or if you're using COINBASE, it's something that you should definitely be careful of, and I will mention it in just a couple of minutes. But for now, Bitcoin, right? We're forming this wedge over here for Bitcoin. As you guys know, I was sick. I was super sick these last couple of days. I had a high fever. I lost my voice, so I couldn't make a video, unfortunately. But I'm back, ladies and gentlemen, so we're going to push out the content once again. But Bitcoin is currently at 26,700. Recently, we had this fall. Now we're at the support of this wedge that we had been forming for the past couple of days on this Bitcoin chart. So the past couple of 4-hourly periods, we've been forming this wedge pattern. And now we're at the support, attempting to break towards the downside. Now, if you guys remember from the last TA video, which was a while back now, I discussed that we could have a V-shaped recovery to the $27,200 level. So we saw that, and actually, if you're in my free Telegram channel, I discussed that we could see a move towards the upside to all the way to 27.6K, which we saw perfectly right over here with this wick, and then we can see some pretty incredible resistance, which we did. And now, if you remember, I discussed that if we pull back up to this level, right, there's usually despair in the market. So go back to that video, cycle back, if you watch back, and you'll see that if we come back to this level, or it was actually this level, but we came back up to here, which is actually healthier because it's the middle of the range. So that was actually better. It could confirm a larger break towards the downside. Of course, as traders, we can make money towards the downside too. So we don't need to be always super bullish or bearish on Bitcoin. We can be, of course, non-biased and be more objective. But if we come back up to the middle of this range, usually we see despair in the markets. And if we come back down to the support, which we're nearing at right now at the $26,600 level, usually we see a massive break towards the downside to the 25,000. Well, we see a massive break towards the downside, and the next level of crucial support is at the $25,000 and then the $24,500, which is the support of this, well, now support of this previous consolidation pattern many weeks ago. So what is my position at the moment? Currently, I'm planning on opening a short position. I have a short conditional set on Bitflex, and by the way, they had a brand new makeover, I believe just a couple of days ago, so make sure to join. It's currently requires no KYC. A lot of these derivatives exchanges are right now requiring KYC. There's a massive KYC push, so at the moment, if you do not want to do KYC, Bitflex is a cool option in my opinion, and they have a very cool UI design. So I actually have a conditional short position open at the $26,100. I had it a bit higher. I believe it was at like 26.4, but I changed it to 26.1 just in case we could have come down here and form a double bottom. But now now a double bottom is not possible because now we're forming this wedge here. So actually I'm planning on entering, I'm going to change it to $26,300. So if we fall to the $26,300 level, I will go into my short position excuse me, and I will put my stop loss at the $26,600 level. So this is what I'm personally going to be trading. Again, nothing in this video is financial advice, just my own personal TA and trading setups only. So always make sure to do your own research before trading or investing. And again, my take profits are still the same. Now, the second thing I want to talk about is actually Bitcoin came down to the 200 period moving average on the weekly time frame. And as you can see, this is actually, in the last couple of months at least, it's been a very key level because of course this 200 period moving average hasn't existed for a long time, at least on OKX, so the exchange that I'm using for technical analysis. So but it has provided some support over here, as you can see. Then we broke towards the downside. We had a huge breakdown towards the downside actually. Then we tested it for resistance over here. Of course, then after we broke it, we saw a pull towards the upside. Now we're seeing support once again. So if we break this 200 period moving average, which is actually going to coincide with the $26,100 level. So That's what I'm thinking about. I mean, this is the crucial support of this head that we can potentially form into a head and shoulders pattern. So if we definitely break towards the downside from here, it could be pretty dangerous for Bitcoin. There's still 3 days and 7 hours for this candle to close. Currently, it's looking like a reversal candle. So let's see, still 3 days and 7 hours to close. Let's see, actually, I might stay with that $26,100 level entry. I changed my mind. I'm going to still keep it at $26,100 just in case, right? I mean, because I'm looking at this wick here, it's at 26.5. So if we come to like 26.56, that still will be a shooting star candle. So actually, I'm going to keep my entry level at $26,100 just at these wicks here. So I changed my mind. I'm going to keep my position over there, and I'll keep you guys updated on the free Telegram channel, of course. Now, important thing tomorrow that could cause a big move is the Fed chair is speaking in the US. So the Fed chair is speaking tomorrow and about monetary policy. And of course, whenever he speaks about monetary policy, we do see a shift in the markets according to what he says. So tomorrow could be a big day. Of course, the Bollinger Bands are also beginning to squeeze too. So that's an important factor suggesting that we could have a pretty big move soon. Now, the second thing that I want to talk about, well, the third thing actually is about Ledger. So guys, if you have, right, personally, not financial advice, of course, but I moved out everything I have from Ledger. My Ledger, I now keep it on different multiple hardware wallets because now they're sounding like a centralized company to me. They feel quite centralized in the fact that, you know, this tweet went viral, actually. It went pretty viral, saying that, you know, higher private keys never leave the secure element chip, which has never been hacked, etc. And they say, technically speaking, it is and always has been possible to write firmware that facilitates key extraction. And they said something on Twitter regarding that you can now have like a monthly subscriptionship if you do KYC, uploading your passport or something, documents, then you can have a backup to your seed phrase if you forget about it. Like that's incredibly shady to me, and it feels like they're becoming centralized. So I'm personally moved out everything from Ledger, and I mean, this is just my opinion, but I would move things out from there because there's so many other options like Trezor, for example, but I don't trust Ledger anymore, unfortunately. The second thing is Coinbase. If you guys use Coinbase in the US, you may feel some difficulty pretty soon because the Coinbase is actually trying to come to the UAE, and they're trying to close down now some of their stuff in the US. The CEO, Brian Armstrong, at an event in Dubai, he came to the conference. He said that they'll still operate in the US and they'll try to work on regulation, but it looks like a lot of whales are transferring out of Coinbase, probably because of the staking service restrictions now. But if you use Coinbase in the US or any crypto exchange, I would be extremely careful, and that's what I would say. But guys, that's where I want to end off, and I want to publish this video as soon as possible because Bitcoin is still moving pretty significantly. But guys, thanks so much for watching. I'm back. I was very sick. I have a lot of exams still also, so was sick, was battling with exams. But thank you guys always for supporting and watching the videos. But I'll see you all very soon. So everyone, take care and bye-bye.